it is a subject. If it's, like I said, if this is not the subject when you first hear someone speak about it, and if your first reaction isn't to go, it's a crazy thing, you're mad, then there is something wrong with you, because everybody you talk to defends this belief that the Earth, you could talk about David Icke, conspiracy theories, UFOs, green lizard men, and most people will have an intelligent conversation with you about it. You mention the shape of the Earth and flat, and it is like you are the devil himself. They will ridicule you, because I think the programming of the shape of the Earth is probably one of the most inherent things that's happened to mankind from a very early age. You never question that sort of thing. So when it is questioned, it's a lot later on. So you've had years of conditioning to, be programmed that it is a ball, it is a spinning sphere. So when someone tells you it's not, everybody loses their heads.
Yeah, it makes them spin around, doesn't it?
Indeed.
Well, to space.
I'm glad he said that. I'm glad he said about, how do we prove it? Because it's got to be one of the biggest questions. You can't just come out and say things without saying, having something to back it up with. So I'll give you a couple of things which literally convinced me there and then. The first thing, we'll do a curvature. Now, a curvature experiment. Science, in inverted commas, teaches us that the globe size is 25,000 miles in circumference. So if you take the diameter of it, about 3,000, whatever it is, if you measure the curve, now the curve measurement, I thought, well, it can't be as simple as what I've found out, so I'm going to email some astrophysicists, which I did last year when the subject was taking hold for me. I emailed about 278 astrophysicists and physicists of all the UK's leading universities, including Oxford and Cambridge. And very strangely, a chap called Nathan Main, I think, who was at Cambridge or Oxford, I can't remember now. He was well aware of the resurgence of information and things going on in the, I guess, flat Earth awakening, we'll call it, and sent me an email back and told me to stop researching it, which was very bizarre. Me think he'd protest too much,
warn you off.
It was very bizarre, yeah. It was, we were. He said, and the funny thing was, he said he was aware of it, so it's, it was gaining traction even then. So he took the maths, and a lot of the astrophysicists come back with pages and pages of nonsense and scribblings and all these, drawings and crazy math. And I turned out and I went back to most of them. I said, so is it 8 inches per mile squared? And, after, yes, after a little bit of this and that.
This is the curvature of the Earth.
The curvature of the Earth. So just so you know, 8 inches per mile squared. So if it's 2 miles away, 2 times 2 times 8 inches. 10 miles away, 10 times 10 times 8 inches. Sorry, that was me falling over the microphone. So, so I thought, well, this can't be right. So I did the calculations, and I took a telescope down to sunny Swanage Beach and set up there. And I thought, well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll see how far I can see out. Because obviously I was still part of the thing where people told me that ships go over the horizon and you don't see them anymore. So I thought, well, that can't be true. And obviously it's not. Basically your eyes see about 3 to 4 miles before they go to the vanishing point, which is at the horizon. So what you're seeing, whatever you're seeing a ship about 3 or 4 miles away, it's going to look like you can't see it. It looks like it's going away because the perspective of your eyes can't see it. Just get a telescope, it brings it straight back into view. Yeah. So I did the thing on the Isle of Wight. You shouldn't be able to see the Isle of Wight. 20 miles I rounded it down to.
Yep.
Now, based on Pythagorean maths that they tell us, 20 times 20 times 8, I believe, worked out to be about 266 feet below the horizon line.
Right.
So you shouldn't be able to see the beach of the Isle of Wight, which you can with a telescope. Very, very easy. It's a nonsense. So the maths, this is what I'm saying, they can't have it both ways. You can't say the Earth is a spinning ball, it's 25,000 miles in circumference, here's the maths for measuring the curvature, oops, it doesn't match the reality. So it's really simple. It's really, really simple. Couple of other things, couple of other experiments to leave you with apart from the curvature. Here we go. The sun and the moon, in my opinion, from my research, are about 3,000 miles away and about 35 miles in diameter. They move the same way as the stars do. The stars are attached to a firmament. The sun and the moon move across the magnetic fields. I know it sounds bizarre, but one test you can do, people say, or scientists tell us, that the moon reflects the sun. Go and get two thermometers, two digital thermometers, or any thermometers you like. In the moonlight, get a piece of paper or something you can put in the moonlight, put the temperature gauge on it,
Yep.
then put the temperature gauge on something in the shade.
In the shadow. Yeah.
Guess what's going to happen? You're going to probably think that the moon, well, I'll tell you what's going to happen. The moonlight, the one that you're measuring on the moonlight, will always be colder. It will be 3 to 4 degrees colder. Keep doing the experiment, keep doing the test. It's happened, it's real. So that told me straight away, there's no way is it reflecting the sun. It's a physical impossibility, because that would be hotter at some form of temperature. But it's not. The sun is an anode and the moon is a cathode.
More on that after this.